The strongest man in the world versus the #1 hero. These two are regarded as the ultimate heroes in the One Punch Man verse, described to be monsters above monsters, even superior to the likes of Tatsumaki and Flashy Flash. In this video, we'll talk about both of their feats and see who could really win against the other. But before, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more of these One Punch Man matchup videos. Thank you. King is regarded as the strongest man on earth by the vast majority of the heroes. He is an S-class hero, rank 7, feared by all monsters across the world. But as we all know, he is obviously a weak character who cannot King is regarded as the strongest man on earth by the vast majority of the heroes. He is an S-class hero, rank 7, feared by all monsters across the world. As we all know, he obviously scales above characters like Tatsumaki, who is at least multi-continental. As Darkshine, one of the S-class hero elites, seems to believe that King is among the heroes that should never be angered, capable of even killing the hero's greatest weapon, Tatsumaki. Now, King's monster killing streak is second to none, impressively getting rid of dragon level monsters with ease, such as Vaccine Man, that was considered to be the greatest mysterious being to have appeared at that time, and Maruguri, aka Beefcake, a monster that can destroy an entire town with a single swing of his arm. It has been said that no monster has heard the King's engine and survived. King engine is a sound that King makes when he is bloodlusted and ready for combat. Atomic Samurai described him as an outrageous monster, after King demonstrated the ability to cut an apple that didn't even realize it has been cut. This feat far outscales Kamikaze's atomic slash, since the apple was cut through gaps between these cells. On top of that, the blade itself hasn't even realized it has been unsheathed. Now, prior to this, in the Monster Association arc, King disintegrated Elder Centipede with a massive strong attack. According to the hero's executives, only King is capable of performing such feats, and goes after to fight monsters all night by himself. Fighting for hours shows exactly his insane level of stamina and endurance. He even made Amai Mask, a guy who holds a massive ego, back off from being in charge. Now, all of this pales in comparison to what he does after in the arc against the Cadres. As soon as King showed up, the other heroes were assured of victory, facing an army of Black S, Golden S, Homeless Emperor, and Evil Natural Water all by himself. In chapter 123, Gero Gero has stated that if Black S and Homeless Emperor joined forces, they can kill anyone. However, even when adding Golden S and Evil Natural Water in the mix, they're still not sure they can take him on. King completely outsmarted them and goes to warn Homeless Emperor that if he shoots that light bulb, he would dodge it and easily close the distance between them, only to be utterly destroyed by his close range attack since he is standing on rubble. This made Homeless Emperor realize that King holds hypersensitive antenna all over the battlefield, and that he knows he is a normal human being. Black S comments on how King doesn't really consider this a fight, and it's as if he's confronting ants. Black S decided to transform into Platinum S to fight King. Even when witnessing this transformation, other heroes comment on how Platinum S should just stop struggling since he is up against King. It was also implied that King didn't attack him during the time he transformed to defeat him while he is in top shape. Now, what King does next is very impressive. Uses his ultimate purgatory Hellfire Burst Wave Motion that completely took care of Vomited Fury Ugly, Evil Natural Water, and blew away Platinum S, creating a massive destruction all over that area. King never implied it was his strongest attack, but only one of his special moves. His fights obviously gets interrupted after, and he wanted to give more shine to the other heroes. Now, it's without a doubt King has never showed his full power, but rather just a glimpse of what he can do, since we know that his scar was said to be given to him by a god level threat, making him the only confirmed character who fought a god level threat and survived, and implied to have won that fight. King is not only strong but is far too intimidating. There's a high chance that no one would fight him due to his overwhelming aura, and we are yet to see more of him in the future since he has never been serious. Blast was a character that was a mystery for years, the #1 hero in the verse, considered to be a monster who is above even the likes of Tatsumaki. He first appeared in chapter 137, in which he completely blitzed Flashy Flash even when using top speed. Flashy Flash is a top tier hero who later on goes to fight Platinum S and almost monster form Garu in a 3-way fight, but was completely blitzed and helpless against Blast. Now, 2 years prior to this, Blast engaged Elder Centipede in a fight and forced him to the brink of death. And and that's when he fought God and almost died. It's important to understand that Blast is in a continuous fight against God and his representatives. Implied he is not fighting alone, and he's doing that with his other companions. However, considering he's been fighting God for 20 years, speaks well of how strong he is, as a portion of God's power made Garu into a being that could fight even Saitama himself. Speaking of Garu, Blast had to intervene to fight him in order to protect the people of Earth, even when witnessing Gamma Ray burst, an attack that was described to be the most powerful explosion known to humanity. Blast was still ready for the smoke against Garu, stating that the two of them holds the ability to manipulate the reality of the cosmos. Not only that Blast was relative to Garu, but was also overpowering him using the spatial portals and his gravity knuckle, literally creating an infinity loop to keep punching Garu until he closes it to seal him. However, the latter adapted and copied Blast's techniques. Blast was still able to react in time to redirect all of Garu's nuclear and gravity knuckle punches into the atmosphere. He goes after to react to Saitama and Garu's squared serious punch and teleport them into space. However, he couldn't have redirected its energy without the help of his other companions. Now, it's important to note that whenever Blast shows up, he has clear signs that he was already fighting, and his number one priority was to save humanity, not to win against Garu. And for that reason, we still do not know the full extent of what he can do. Blast was also stated by Fubuki to be capable of fighting all the S-class heroes at once and still win. His one fight against Garu proved why he deserves the number one spot in the Hero Association rankings. We've never seen the full extent of what both of them can do. Blast fought against Cosmic Fear Garu, and we've never seen the verdict of that matchup. And King fought against a god level threat and got his scar injury from him. Now, some would say that Fubuki's statement proves that Blast is above King, as he can solo all the S-class heroes, including King himself. However, Fubuki and absolutely no one really knows the full extent of what King can do. And I assume she didn't even include King with the S-class heroes, since after she implied that him and Blast are of a similar caliber. Let's analyze this even more. In Blast's fight against Elder Centipede, we can see he was struggling against him. Not only that he drew blood, but the battlefield indicates a competitive fight, unlike King, who took care of him with a single punch. But some would say that Blast at that time is weaker than the Blast we know now. However, it should be noted that all of King's feats are done when he is not even trying, as it was stated by Child Emperor that King has another higher level, which is Super Sparking King mode. King, while heavily holding back, was implied to be stronger than even a team that consists of Platinum S, Evil Natural Water, Homeless Emperor, and Fuhrer Ugly. So it's safe to assume that this mode would give him a boost that would be on par, if not surpassing even Cosmic Fear Garu. This wouldn't be surprising given the fact that King has the statement of being the strongest man on Earth, even when Blast is a part of the same organization. King has literally an answer to everything that Blast can do. Blast would not be able to have an opening like he had with Garu to toss him inside the spatial portal, as King holds hypersensitive antenna all over the battlefield and holds the ability to know the weaknesses of his adversary just from one glance. He would be fast enough to dodge all of his attacks and attack him back with super strong punches that could put down even Garu himself. Alright, jokes aside, I would go ahead and say that this battle would still not be close, and it's in the favor of King, since King holds the strongest ability in the verse, which is summoning Saitama himself, and this would be a wrap for Blast. After King demonstrated the ability to cut an apple that even... oh my god. On top of that, the blade itself hasn't even realized it has been unsheathed to toss him inside the spatial portal, as King holds hypersensitive antenna. As I can't. And attack him back with super strong punches that could put down even Garu himself. I can't with this video. I don't know why I had this idea.